afternoon, everybody. Here we are. It's that Friday feeling again. Sorry for the slight delay. I've had to again move out to my office to somewhere else in the building because of the internet connection. Have no idea why, but here we are now. So just before we start, a quick thank you to our lovely Yvonne. Look, she sent us cake. So we'll be having that with a cup of tea just later on. So, all right, don't need any sugar though, do I, to be fair? So what I thought today is, let's do it. Let's chilling out, relaxing tile, pen, pencil, tortillon. I have inked it. I've put a lovely yellow in the centre there, and I've added some pink around the edge, a little bit of waterlook and a little bit of salt, just to sort of help it on its way with a little bit of sort of texture, I would say. But you don't have to. You can do whatever you like. It's literally whatever sort of works for you. Whatever. So, okay. Going to come in then. I want to put myself a little bit of a guide. I'm going to say as always, just kind of find the middle. Oh, do apologise. I am in a slightly odd place with this stand here. So I'm going to find the middle. I'm going to put myself a mark. All right. And then using my sort of my ruler again, I could probably use the straight edge look of that ruler on the edge of the tile. That's just going to help me have a bit more of a vertical line, so to speak. Okay, and then at the bottom, which is going to be this bit, meaning it's at the bottom, I'm going to put myself a little line in as well. I'm going to do two, not too wide, so again it helps. I'll put the ruler. All this, by the way, is in pencil for now. I am going to use pen, of course, but I want to sort of get some things in place first. I've not gone to the edge, see? Kind of left a little bit sticking out there. Okay, so I might as well put those lines in as well. That helps. And I'm going to put myself a little mark further in there and similar on this side. Okay, you do that lightly because you know you want to use this as a construction. Same kind of thing. Look at the top. That's where I'm heading for. All right, we're ready for this then. Deep breath, relax. I'm going to just turn it slightly, and I want to angle here. So I find that more comfortable. You might, being right-handed maybe, want to do it that way. Whatever works, because we're going to do the same on both sides. So being that I'm here, look, I'm going to imagine it first. You see, I've just got my pen, my pencil on the paper, and there we go, touch down. You see? Turning it round. Same again here, look. I'm going to kind of aim. Alright, oh, that's a bit far out, see? There it is. Touch down. Yeah, so it's not exactly the same. So now I've got something on paper. I can say, right, I want that to be a little bit wider and bring it in there. Because then I can come in and we've got these amazing things called pencil rubbers. Woohoo! And that's going to help me there. If it's not exactly, I don't mind because we're going to put things in front. Okay, so next thing, I want to put myself a little frame inside here. So I'm going to sketch it in, but again, please do it lightly because you're not going to see all of it when we've finished. Okay, same across here. Now you might want to use your ruler for that. I think I'm going to kind of just freehand it. Okay, looks good. So looking at the middle of this shape now, I'm going to come, there's my middle. I'm not putting a mark though, because I'm interested in a mark going sort of here. Now, that's the middle where I want to come down a bit. Okay, so there's the middle. It's like I've split it, so I'll come in slightly above, down, there. Okay, and then bring that ruler in again. Nice straight line. Just gives me that sort of starting point. Okay. So inside then, and again, you can use a ruler for this, but being that I'm sketching it in pencil, that's absolutely fine. And just going to bring a line down here, so it's sort of in line, you see? Same with that one, sort of in line. And then on this side, I can't quite get it in line. I'm going to sort of come here a little bit further in, look, give it a bit of an angle, see? And follow it through up there. The same here, there, look, follow it through there. And then again, put those lines in. And there, and one there. So I've kind of got a window with some window panes in. That's not quite curved enough, but there you go, that's fine. Back in with a pencil. Okay. All right, so that's that bit. So let's have a look at the next section. So I want to sort of imagine, let's have a look where the middle is on this one. And the middle on this one. You notice I've not gone all the way to the top. Let's just check they're in line, which they are. Because I'm going to do a line from there. And a line from there. From there. And from there. Okay. So I'm going to put myself a little bit of a curve now across the top there. Now I've got something to work to. And then I can remove that bit there, see? So I've got that shape. It's a bit of a roundabout way of getting it, but you know, it's just nice sometimes to try things and see how they work. Okay, so let's put, again, shapes inside. So I'm following what I've already got there now. Again, some of them, because they're slightly curved, using a ruler is not going to help in this situation. And into there, and across that one. All right. So next one, let's have a look. Same again. Oh, hi there. I've just got some messages coming up, so I do apologise if I've ignored you. For some reason, when I don't get connection, and then, goodness me. Oh, Kath. But you in a car park eating cake though, because that's normally what Rose does on a Friday. Oh, Vicky, there you are. See, same idea. Oh, hi everybody. Thanks for yesterday, by the way. I really appreciate your support and watching the craft store. It's really nice actually to sort of catch up with Dan again. It's been a while, but of course I'm only visiting. As we all know, Hobby Maker's my home. So I'll be there soon. I'm going to be there on the 31st of March. You see, I put some little marks there. And we're going to make that shape there. But having a little bit of time away, because of course I did the birthday show and I've not been on since, it means that I've had some time to do a little bit more design work. So we've got a fantastic collection coming up. Can't tell you any more though, because that'd just be rude, wouldn't it? I couldn't tell you. Okay, so just nice and lightly again, because of course you're not going to see all of this. I'm going to sort of put some diagonal lines in here, see, sort of a bit of a window like, and then across here, look. So sort of, again, if you prefer to use a ruler for this, go ahead, that's fine, whatever works for you. I'm going to do that in all of them, see? Okay. And same there. So when I do my verticals next, I don't kind of just sort of do it willy-nilly. I'm looking at this and making it a horizontal line. Let's go in a little bit. See what I mean? So it's now a horizontal line to me. So I'm then bringing in vertical lines to kind of compensate for that. You see? So I'm getting, you can see it's quite square, or as square as I can get it anyway, when you're doing freehand. Same on this one. All right. There you go, bit of a window there. Quite a window, isn't it? So, before we come in with pen, I think, I want to just put myself, imagine sort of here, I'm going to put like a little rectangle. Okay, like so. That's not very straight, was it? Come on, Sandra, sort yourself out. And then each side, I want to make it slightly coming in, like that, bit of an angle. Okay, now we can use a pen. So, 03 as usual. And I am going to draw that one in, that rectangle we've just done, look, with a straight edge. Okay, now I'm not going to put anything else in for a minute, just a bit at a time. Okay. And then on the top here, again, I could actually use my ruler because I've got different circles here if you wanted to. But I'm coming in freehand with mine. But the option's there, isn't it? Never think you've got to do something you're uncomfortable with. It's nice to push you out your comfort zone now and again and try a few things. But on occasion, you know, you want to do what you want to do. Okay. Let's put a swirl in there. In each one. Okay. Alright. And then of course it's going to need some leaf shapes. Let's put a line in there. Let's do another one here, look. A little curve either side, I'll line up the middle. Same again, look. Like so. Curve either side, line up the middle. Side. And again. Let's put one in there, look. So we've got a few leaves going on. And let's put sort of a wavy line across the top there. Okay. So, coming to this side. I'm going to come in, starting at the top really, and if you were happier to do this in pencil, fine. It's just I want to sort of distinguish what's happening at the front compared to my background. So I'm putting these sort of odd little wobbly shapes. Don't want them all the same. I'm sort of looking together now. A little bit closer together here. Let's put one in there. I'm going to go a little bit bigger at this bottom edge, look. Okay. Alright, that'll do, I think. And then let's choose this one. I'm not putting a bubble in the middle, I'm going to slightly offset it, look. So it's kind of a little bit higgledy-piggledy. So, getting a bit smaller. You know, if you've got a smaller sort of piece, then you want a smaller bubble. Okay. And then let's put some little lines in. Like so. You notice that as I'm pulling them out, I'm curving them slightly. So it's sort of trying to give it a little bit of shape. They look a bit like fried eggs, don't they? Little legs. So, you know, just sort of, that's quite a small, you know, we're just putting little bits and pieces in there. Okay. And then, let's have a look. I want to put like some stems, but I don't want to go underneath this rectangle bit here. So it's sort of going to all work in towards that edge. This one down. One there. See? So they're all leading back to that edge there. So you can, you know, if you can get lines in, that's fine. Let's see how you go with that one. All right. So I'm going to come out with look, little kind of thin loops. See, I'm going to go up the middle. And I'm going to put little V's in. Let's do another. So it's like a long thin loop with a little V inside there. Even across this, it doesn't matter what we've drawn in the background. The foreground is definitely taken over now. Okay, I'm going to put one sort of coming down there. So again, it's all leading to that piece. Okay, so put another one in. These. Like that. We could always add more in, but I want to add a couple of other bits in first. So Let's come out with a little bubble there. Alright, I'm going to come in a little bit more so you can see this. I'm going to put a hat on. Yeah. And then more hats. Little curves, look. Let it go its own way until you run out of space to put it in. Let's do another one of those. So each one gets smaller and smaller. Working your way down. Let's put one in here. You've got to really look at your piece and think, where shall I put them? You don't want to kind of overdo it. Now you've seen that. So I've got a couple there, one there. Let's bring one in here. And sort of smaller. And one there. Okay, so one more sort of thing here is I want to put some just little leaves, and you know, like we've just done in this bit here, and put some in there, just sort of around the place, just giving it a little bit more foliage in areas. We want it to look like it's sort of quite established on this window ledge here. There you go. Alright. Maybe here a couple of little bobbles. Curve with a bobble. Yeah, alright. Happy with that? So now I can come in, and anything that I can see with pencil I can now draw in. So make sure that you're happy with your curves and what you've actually got in here. So I'm aiming for one sort of line there if I can. If you can't, it doesn't matter. You know, you can stop and start. Putting those bits in. So here you've got to really kind of focus, because you want to make sure that whatever's going underneath, that's why I've put so many things there, because you can't see any of that anymore. And looking here, it's sort of, you're getting a bit there, but not a massive amount. Okay, windows. Now, for this one, I am going to bring in that straight edge. See there, I'm going to see little bits, but in major. Straight edge here, look. Sometimes you just want it to be straight, so no qualms. Bring that ruler in. See there, it's slightly more of a curve. It's always about focusing now, looking at what you've got in front of you. It's tricky sometimes to look and see where those lines are. So put that one in while I'm here. And that one goes over there. And this one, I'm going to come in and put that in. But again, see that, it's not quite in the middle, is it? So that little dot's going to help me to reposition it, because I can rub out the bit in the middle. Same with this one. And there, and there. Put that one in. And across the top. Let's get that in. So these ones to there. Okay. Same with this one. Again, just be aware of where you're drawing if you're going to put the ruler on so you can't see your lines. Mark it if you need to. So last thing really, I've got the grid to do, but I'm going to put the shelf in at the bottom. And of course that extra little line there. So that shelf's going to sit across on that bit. that bit there. And again, just going to use that straight edge. I am going to put those in there. Ooh. And there. Okay. And now, because it's, do you really want to put, I don't know, let's do it with the ruler. Be careful though, you don't want things smudging. Because you've got like your guidelines anyway, it's sort of going to make life a bit easier, maybe. Because you can go across the whole thing at once. But again, please be careful, because of course you might find you're drawing in the wrong line somewhere. You don't want to be doing that. Okay. See, the other way, oh, look, see, I've missed that one, would be to draw them in smaller sections like this. Whatever works for you. Let's do this one. And there. Across there. Alright. Okay. Putting this one in. Now it depends, I suppose, how close you put your little windows together, as how close you've got that going on. It's just nice and gently rub out. So I can put another line inside there. And being that I've got these lines, I might as well make use of them. Like a little leafy shape, and followed by some little dots. Same on this one. Little dots. Little dots. So before I rub any of that out, I'm going to have a look around the outside. Switch to pencil. Just let it go out a little bit. And I'm going to put myself some little lines in the background, so across everything. And they're kind of quite wide. It's just sort of a randomish kind of thing going on there. And let's put some little line this way. Look, so split it up so it looks a bit like brickwork. They're quite big bricks, but that's fine. We want that. And then here, so I've got my line there. I'm just going to come in and put some pencil lines in, just so I can see where they start and stop. I'm not going to kind of complete all the way down it. It's just going to be bits. So I've missed the line there. Put that line in. And then let's put some pen in there. Now you see, I'm not going all the way to the bottom with all of them. It's sort of, you know, a little bit higgledy-piggledy. And then my little bricks, I'm going to kind of, let's have a look. Just going to draw that in. I want them to be a little bit wobbly. So let's sort of round them off a bit. Same here, so just a little bit wobbly. And kind of just drawing bits of them. Sort of sitting at the back there. One there, look, gives the impression. That's what we're after. We're just after an impression. Okay. Let's get rid of these pencil lines now. Let's see what we've got. This is the time you think, oh, I wish I'd have drawn that line in, because you're rubbing it out and you forgot to do it in pen. But all looks pretty good to me there. Okay, bit at the top there. Okay, so let's bring a little bit of pencil and shell. We've got my 2B, and I'm going to start with the window section. So you can see now why I've got that yellow in the middle, because hopefully it's going to emanate a little bit of light in there. So okay, now this is quite thin. Let's go in a little bit. So I'm going to put a little bit on there, and a little bit on there. So I've got a little bit of a gap in the middle, you see? Same there. So it's coming around there. Not going to see more of it. And same sort of thing across the bottom. So if I bring my tortillon in, I'm not got much space to work there, so I'm kind of going to go back and forth. See? Just back and forth. I don't want it to join in the middle if I can help it. Oh, thanks, Tommy.
That's okay.
It's cup of tea time.
I should probably make my side of drink last night.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, first bit. Back in with pencil. Going to go inside that line now. So, see, inside that main window. Get a little bit in the background there, you see. And then inside that frame. Now you see I've only done two sides there because I'm going to do outside at the bottom. So similar thing here, look. So I'm going to do those bits. I'm doing the top there, look, and I've done that side on the top bit. And then on the outside, can't see that one there, but I'm going to go on the outside of that as well. Just have a little bit down there, and a little bit down there too, and a little bit at the bottom of that. And we're going to go to the top of that one. Okay. Across the top of that. So you see I've gone under the flowers a little bit there, and then across the top. Right, tortillon. So as before, there's not a massive amount of space to start to shade here, so coming in with that. And along there. And there. And there. Okay. So always softening it up. Down into those windows. Okay. Then I've got a little bit more space here, so I can swirl a little bit. Alright, we don't always want a straight edge because of course here it's going to be straight, but there we've got shadow under those flowers. Like so. Okay, let's have a little look at this. Alright, so I'm going to bring in, let's have a look, a bit more pencil, just a bit more, and I'm going to do on either side of that. And again, soften it out. Okay. So flowers wise, being that I've got pinks all the way around, I'm going to come in with a little bit of pink. So what do I have here? Mid-rose. I'm going to try and colour the whole thing. Just want a little kind of hint of colour on that bottom edge there. So I've chose that right side. You could choose the left. You know, as long as you've got a little hint of something in there. Okay, and I'm going to bring my white pencil in and just sort of go over, you know, the other side with it. Sort of swoosh it in there. It's just a bit of a gesture. It's not like a full-blown piece of art in that sense. It's a little hint of colour. Okay. So this side, I'm going to bring. Let's have a look. I've got a bit of light pink purple, being that it's pinkish. Let's have a little bit of light pink purple. And again, I'm not filling the whole thing. Just going to come in with my white again and add that little bit in the top there. Okay. So I want a bit of green, and I want to keep it nice and bright. So, you know, I've got sunny or grass. I think I'm going to do a little bit of grass green on these. Again, don't panic too much about trying to blend anything. I'm just sort of coming in with a little hint. You know, they're quite small, so Blending's not going to be serious. Let's have a look. Bit of that sunny green. Let's just put a bit of that in and over the top. Just on those edges. See where the sun's going to hit. You see? Okay. So these little leaves, they're going to be a bit darker. So deep greens coming in. And okay, deep green there. So I'm just filling those in. I'm not trying to shade them or anything. Too small. And a little bit of stem work. I'm not going to, again, completely do them. Just a little bit of a hint there. A little bit around the bubbles in the middle. It's just because I've gone over with white, see. So just a hint. And these leaves, I'm going to do part of them and then come back in with a bit of grass green at the top there. You know, fill a bit of the stems in as you're going. Right. Just want to come back to this middle bit. So where's my rose again? And on those edges, put those little bits in there. Kind of have a little bit of colour on the top and bottom. A bit of white over there. Okay. So where I've got my yellow in with my windows, it's kind of giving you that effect. But I want to just come in a little bit more and do some. So I'm going to come in with my light summer yellow and go back over the windows, you know, just in those middle bits there. Not where I've shaded or anything, it's just about adding that little bit of extra yellow. So that's a nice warm glow. A touch of, let's have a look, a touch of clementine, not much. Just in that kind of the corner, so imagine it's radiating from the middle. Nose in. That's right, don't worry, there's not an emergency. Kind of a little bit in there. And then we've kind of got these little things here. So in terms of colour there, I'm going to come in with, what do I want? My purple gem. There it is. Okay, it's not the sharpest. I don't have my sharpener with me, so that's okay. I'm going to use deep blue instead. And give that a little bit of a lift on one side. Let's go in a little bit. You see, just gone in one side there. That's where you'd usually put your pencil if you were going to do pencil and tortillon. See? And then back in with that white. Add a touch of it on the other side. Let's have a little look at that. Okay. Back in with my 2B pencil. Just want to add a little bit around these bricks, around the edges. So, again, keep it a little bit rough. We're not going to sort of do all of them. We want a bit of a contrast. So, see, it kind of just sort of sits in the background there. And maybe a little bit look underneath there. So let's soften that off first. Okay. And into there. Now I want to kind of ease it off. So it's got that sort of fade away. What you see is definitely brickwork, so I don't mind it having a bit of texture, because that's going to give it that feel. Alright. Some little bits in there. Let's put a little bit of shading inside that bit. So you see, I'm not going in one direction. I'm sort of going back and forth, up and down. Gives it a bit of texture in there, around there. Okay. So, I like that. I'm just going to come in with So I use my mechanical. I just want to make sure that those little centre pieces are defined. And then there, look, where I've kind of gone over with my white pencil. Just want to make sure it's got a nice straight edge. And of course you can't go over that now with your regular pen because you've got wax pencils going on in there. Okay, you see where I've got this little bit here? Just want to bring in a little bit of, just a little bit of shadow there, you see? So I've not even added any pencil to it. It's just whatever's on the graphite. Okay, last thing to do, signature into there, and there we go. So, alright, all done. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you're going to have a go. Maybe you want to do this as a larger piece. Who knows? So, okay, what's going on this weekend? We have classes here at HQ, so it's going to be a busy one. Lots of things going on. I've got some cracking projects for us to try. But, you know, we are going to do an online one. I have got the date sorted. We've just got to put it online. So that hopefully is going to be next week once Alice is back in. She's going to do that for me. So in the meantime, enjoy this one. Have a look back at all the others that we've done as well. And I will see you soon. So have a good weekend, whatever you're doing. And take care. All right. Bye, everybody.